Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow on East West with G&E TV. We all know that Governor of California just announced the emergency state of California regarding California drought, namely water. And also last Friday, in addition to that, Senator Yi from San Francisco flew here to take the interview, talking about the drought situation. And today we're following up with some technical support, professional support in analyzing the problems, the water problem we're facing. We all know sunshine, water, and oxygen are the basic elements of life. So we're talking about one of them, without which can we survive, how we can survive, stuff like that. So joining me is a good friend of the community, good supporter of the community, Dr. Wang Chu Ching. Dr. Chu Ching Wang. He is the senior engineer of the Metropolitan Water District. And also he is a life member of the Chinese American Environmental Protection Association.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Wang, I would say thank you very much for coming to the show. You're welcome.
It's my honor to be here.
All right, good. So, to bring the basic information to our audiences, so before we touch the drought itself, can we please get some personal information, know you better about your background,
Sure,
please?
get some credentials of this talk.
Come on. Yeah,
Yeah,
we just
sure.
want to know you. We just make friends with you.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, so my name is Chu Qing Wan, and I was born in Taiwan. And I came to the States in 1980.
Ah,
And I graduated from National Taiwan University.
I see.
Agriculture engineering was my major. Then I came here for graduate study. So in 1986,
I see.
I got my PhD degree from UCLA
I see.
on the famous Dr. Bill Ye
Uh-huh.
advisory.
I see.
So still, my major is civil engineering, and the major field is water resources system engineering. So basically, I think throughout my academic period, water resources has been my focus. So after graduation, my first job was work with Los Angeles City Department of Water and Power.
I see.
So after a year of
The
service,
LADWP, right?
LADWP.
Yeah, LADWP, yes.
And in 1987, then in 88, so I joined Metropolitan Water District. So this is starting my more like 26th year working for Metropolitan Water District.
So Metropolitan Water District is bigger, much bigger organization than LADWP, right?
Right, this is from water supply point of view.
I see.
So Metropolitan Water District is serving water from Ventura County all the way to San Diego.
Oh, I
So
see.
that covers 6 counties. We talk about our customer, we have 19 million population.
19 million, yes.
Right, and that's really, even though we talk about 6 counties, we only cover the so-called coastal band of these 6 counties.
I see.
So area-wise, we talk about 5,200 square mile. So it's a very, it's not that big, but
Condensed.
right, but
Population.
more like 50% of the whole California's population residing in this service area.
I see.
So yeah, we talk about California population is like 38 million. So 90
About
minutes.
half, yeah.
So now you know why we have a traffic jam. So.
Yeah. That's the answer also to other problems, yes.
Right. So I think for the coastal Southern California, the population is still growing, even though we have already got.
Exactly.
Right. The primary reason, can you figure out what's the primary reason for people want to come in here?
Well, you never rain.
That's right.
You never rain, right?
We always say Southern California,
Yeah.
sunshine.
Sunshine state.
Yeah, sunshine, Southern California.
Yeah.
So people enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the beach.
Sure.
And not too many people think about it. If that's okay, where the water coming from?
Exactly, yeah.
And so I think Metropolitan actually has play a pivotal role to bring so-called supplemental water into this service area. So this area, we can sustain the population growth and the big industry. We talk about industry in Southern California, talk about 1 trillion economy. So without water, basically.
Of course.
So that's, yeah.
So question is, well, I believe lots of people among my audiences, even including myself, do not know where water come from.
Right.
We take life too much for granted, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, water is water, but
Right.
water has to come somewhere.
That's
Water
right.
has a price,
Right.
So, where does California water? We're talking about the 6 counties. Let's talk half of the population.
Right.
Where does it come from?
Yeah. For Southern California, of course, our so-called native water resources really is groundwater. So groundwater is more like the so-called the baseline water supply.
I see.
And that account for almost 30%, 30 or 40% of the local supply.
So what do? You dug a well?
Yeah, actually, if you look at the California history, especially in Southern California, we used to have 2 big rivers. One called Los Angeles River, the other one is the San Gabriel River. And those rivers, they got more like snow melt, the rainfall from the mountain. And that's the initial population started. They gathering around the river.
Yes, of course.
And of course, in Southern California, you may not have so-called perennial river. That means the water flow in the river all the time. But most of the times during the rainy season, you have a lot of water. Other time you may not. But so most of people, they get their water from groundwater. So they put well sometime around the river and so on.
I see.
Actually, but on the other hand, from the hydraulic and hydrology point of view, surface water and groundwater, they are somehow connected. So once the population grow, a lot of pumping, the water in the river become dry. So that's why in the early days we have a lot of adjudication, like lawsuit, water right, decision, so determine who can pump and how much water you can pump.
Yeah, that reminds me exactly of an old film called Chinatown.
Oh yeah.
Talking about water pumping, right?
Right, that's actually California aqueduct water coming from the Opens Valley. But anyway, I think it's quite obviously just in last century, actually, they figure out the population grows, so we don't have sufficient water, you have to get water from outside. The first one actually is Mr. Mulholland, Bill Mulholland. He's a pioneer in the water business. His vision is more like we have to bring water from outside the Southern California. So he looked at Owens Valley, so LA Aqueduct, all the way from Eastern Sierra. Have several hundred miles aqueduct bring water down here. Then once that, I think in the population growth history is once you keep growing, eventually the water from LA aqueduct becomes insufficient. So that's why he's looking for other means. Mr. Mulholland look at the Colorado River as a resource tap.
I see.
So you know, Colorado River from Colorado, Rocky Mountain, flow all the way through New Mexico, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, California,
right,
eventually go to Mexico. So he was thinking about getting water from Colorado, then we have to build an aqueduct.
I see.
From there to, it's from east to west.
I see.
And so that's then, you know, Mr. Mulholland, he was working for the city of LA. Then he feel like, wow, if we keep working on this, the better to have an organization had a designated mission to bring water from that. So in 1928, actually 27, the state passed the Metropolitan Water District Act. So in 1928, formed the Metropolitan Water District. So the first primary mission of our district is to build Colorado River Aqueduct to bring the Colorado River water over. So in today, basically, we have water from Colorado River Aqueduct. Then later on, we have state water project. That's also very important resources from Northern California. The water travel about 440 miles from Northern California to here.
Yes.
Yeah, and for Colorado River Aqueduct is also 242 miles.
I see.
So that's why those two major resources form about 50 to 60% of the water supply we have. And coupled with groundwater, and also in these days we have so-called reuse water, reclaimed water. So that become our portfolio.
All right. And we thank you, Dr. Wang, for this very basic info. Let's take a short moment now. When we come back, we'll find out within this 100%, which part are we taking, how much we're taking. Everybody, every industry, every corner of life is taking. So stay with us. We'll be right back.